Okay, 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to Xable.com's coverage of Quad Rugby. Sponsored by Highmark and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Ricketti, Chris Hall right next to me. Chris, 1-goal game here going into the fourth quarter. This is going to be a slobber knocker in this last one.
I'm excited. You know, Yellow's got some guys they've got to put in still. Looks like number 4, Lauren Strong needs some minutes here.
Diaz de Leon does too.
Diaz de Leon. Jeremiah for the black team needs some minutes. And I think Paul Mann's going to need some minutes too. So I really think it's going to come down to substitutions, smart play, and good passes here in the fourth quarter.
Who do you think is going to pull this one out here in this last quarter?
You know, I just think the strength of Scott Severon and his skill and Tim Vixay is just going to be too much for the yellow team.
Josh Ricketti, Chris Hall here alongside me. It's the 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games, co-presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veterans Affairs. Quad Rugby here, sponsored by the Pittsburgh Steelers and Highmark. This is all leading up to Championship Saturday on what day? Yes, Saturday. We have not live, but coverage of all the championship events on Saturday. Hand cycling early in the morning. Then we have power soccer, quad rugby, basketball, softball, all on Saturday, where all the team sports will give up their gold medal, and you might hope to be a part of that, right?
I really am hoping to be. Since black is beating yellow here tonight, we're hoping for black to beat yellow tonight and go 2-0. Then we have to beat yellow tomorrow to make the championship game.
And what time is that tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. So if you're in and around the Pittsburgh area and you haven't seen Quad Rugby live, get the heck down to the convention center and come watch it live.
It's definitely something to see.
It is something unbelievable.
One of the most
to
popular
watch.
wheelchair sports, in my opinion.
I think you're right. I think it's right up there. I believe Super G and then Quad Rugby are going really head-to-head, neck and neck for.
We've got a great crowd here. I mean, they're a little calmed down here at the end of the night, but we got a drum circle over here. We got people standing on the top of the stands. It's been a great night.
It is really, really awesome. I cannot stress to you enough, watching it online is nothing like actually being here and watching it live.
And you know, these games are nothing like actual club team games, USQRA, international games either, because these guys don't play together all the time.
Right.
We get guys on club teams that play together for years, guys on international teams that play together all the time, practice together all the time. The speed, the timing, the passes are much more crisp.
And you're a part of a club team, you know. Where can I find out about club teams that play quad rugby in an area near me?
United States Quad Rugby Association.com, USQRA. You go there, they've got a team locator on their front main page, and you can look up any of these teams. We've got Joe coming on the inbound. Jeremiah Baxter is back in. Ryan Lindstrom gets the ball. Nice pick from Rob to seal the corner. Nice pick from Steve to seal the corner. And Lindstrom goes in uncontested.
And one out here towards here. Lauren Strong as well had a nice seal there on Scholler. And that was the first block that really got him forward and away.
That was nice. Jeremiah on the inbound to Scott Severon here. Tim Vixay setting the pick down low. He's going to follow Jeremiah on the outside, beat Joe down the corner. Lindstrom and him are going to meet up here.
Oh, Baxter just missed the hit on Severon, but he's going to move it forward.
Big pass over the top, almost missed by Jeremiah
Good
Baxter.
recovery, by Butler. He missed it on the first tack, but on the second bounce, he was able to recover and grab it.
He's going to be a good player. He's fairly new at the game. Joe's got the inbound to Steven here because Severon is doubled. He's going to wait for his pick smartly and then just get up the court.
And Baxter's going to try to get up forward.
Oh, Severon leaves. Oh, bad bounce from Baxter here. Turnover from Severon. Big hit by Lindstrom. Look at Severon here, tripled. Gets across to Jeremiah Butler. Got Vixay out in front. It's a goal.
Yeah, a misplay there by the hometown boy, Stephen Baxter. You know, that will happen from time to time, but it's a big play because that advantage is going to swing the other way.
It's a big turnover here in the fourth quarter. You know, being down by 1 already, now you're down by 2. It's not looking good.
Contact warning on Black, number 13.
Black just picked up a contact warning, their first one in the second half. They get a warning, they get a warning in the first half, and they got a penalty. So it's their first warning in the second, and they get warned. They get told again, penalty. Number 13. Inbound to Steven here. Steven gets a cross-court pass.
That was a nice pass.
To Joe, and Joe drops it.
Yeah, couldn't hang on. That was a really, really nice pass from Baxter.
Things are getting out of hand quickly for Yellow.
A 2-goal lead here.
Looks like we're having some problem with the shot clock here.
And a whistle here. They are waiting to readjust. 6:56 left. It's still not out of the distance here for Yellow, but they really need to stop making those mental mistakes.
Yeah, they've got to have good, solid passes here. If they start turning the ball over, the game will get away quick.
Still the same 8 that are on the floor.
Looks like we got the shot clock back working. We're ready to get back to action.
And the
big inbound to Severin.
Baxter comes out to meet him.
He's going to wait for the seal here.
Gillinson.
Jeremiah's only can be in the key for 10 seconds, but Severin just pushes through. Up by 3. In a real competitive game like this, it's real tough to come back from being 3 down. Even though Yellow was able to do it in the first quarter.
Gillinson moves forward.
The give and go here. Lindstrom's going to be open, but big chase from Scott Severin. And a big stop from Severin.
That was nice. Baxter, though.
Baxter up the middle. Hometown hero again. That's Kelly. Talk to Kelly. Having a problem with the shot clock.
An official timeout here. Still having problems with the shot clock.
So Yellow's back within 2 here. We're hoping they can pull it close.
They did it already once before earlier on. They came from a much bigger deficit
They did. I think
here.
they were almost 6 down at one point.
But they have to stop making the mental mistakes and hope that Black makes some mental mistakes here.
And the thing is right now, Severin's out there by himself without Tim Jones. I mean, he does have Jeremiah Butler, but an inexperienced player in comparison to Tim Jones.
And Vixay is out there as well, one of his top blockers for Severin.
And that helps. So basically what Black is running right now is a 3-3-1-1. Tim is a 1, Rob is a 1, and Jeremiah and Scott are both 3s. So with Jeremiah inbounding, really all he's got is a give and go or get it to Scott and hope Scott's free. That's why you see Scott still moving in this timeout, so he doesn't get doubled. So they can't shut him down.
Right.
And see how Rob and Tim are working with him. They're moving. They're not letting the Yellow get on.
We got the shot clock fixed here right next to us. The fantastic volunteers here, which really makes the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. Hundreds, thousands of volunteers all give their time to make sure the pool almost
big reach by Joe Gillick's in there. Big hit here. Oh, Vixay sets the pick. Just when you think Lindstrom's going to come get Severin, Vixay sets the pick.
And it was really almost a broken play at one point, which I mean, we're talking about Severin possibly turning the ball over all the way on the other end of the floor, and he turns that into a goal.
It was a big reach by Joe. Joe didn't have chair position, so he just put his hand in there trying to knock that ball free. And Severin would still manage to bring it down.
34-31. 6:12 left to go here.
There's a lot of contact out there before the whistle, and I think both teams have their warning for the quarter, or for the half.
Gillickson
into Lindstrom. Working there with Severin on the bottom, and Gillickson sets a nice pick along with.
Big hit
along with Steven. And Steven just gets the ball off his knee. We try and teach guys at practice, our new guys, to catch with their laps and not with their hands. Because us quadriplegics, you know, we don't have great hands.
The situations have come almost
Another
really...
contact on number 13 here, and that's not the warning.
There was a situation there for Baxter where he was too busy looking forward and going before he really secured the ball.
I really think that Vixay ran into him here.
Yeah, he ran right into me.
A sub here for Diaz De Leon, and
De Leon is going to get his time here in the fourth quarter. Hopefully he's got some big help for Lindstrom.
De Leon will check in.
Looks like we've overturned the warning, the contact here.
As he goes make some more contact there.
He goes right back at the guy who gave it to him. Here's De Leon getting pushed out by Severin.
And a whistle.
And the ball was in Severin's lap. He didn't leave the court. That's going to be a tough call.
Yeah, I think the official just pointed up to her head a mental mistake there. Oh no, the timeout yellow. So that was good work from, I'm not sure who called it, if it was De Leon or not.
I'm thinking it was De Leon. When you're getting pushed from behind like that and you can see the sideline coming up, you got the ball, you better call a timeout if you got it.
But that was a big play. That could come into a factor a little bit later on with a big call like that, a big timeout, because they still have possession of the ball, still opportunity to cut it down within 2.
And look at the bunching grouping here by a yellow. Yellow is all bunched up. That's never good in rugby. And I think they're calling another reach on Severin.
Yep.
He's not going to be happy about that. I don't know if he got his money's worth on that one.
This will be a 4-on-3. Here's one of the opportunities really to try to get that penalty and get 2 for 1 really.
This is the way. Ryan trying to bait Jeremiah into the goal line so we can get a penalty goal here and keep Scott Severin off the court. But it's not going to happen. Jeremiah's smarter than that. Severin's up high. Jeremiah really needs to transition quickly and get the inbound while Severin was up high, but not thinking quickly enough. And Severin's actually free, gets the inbound from Jeremiah. It's a race between Lindstrom and Severin down the court, and he's gone. All it took was a little turn from Rob.
35-32 and a timeout here for Black.
Severin's calling equipment. Looks like his belt's coming loose. They're gonna. The tighter you are a part of your chair, the better. These guys really try and stay tight with their chair.
He's setting back, ready to go. Yellow still down by 3.
Vixay and Jeremiah look like they're on Lindstrom here.
Waiting to see here an official's timeout. Problem at the desk. Josh Cat, Chris Hall right next to me here. Quad Rugby, sponsored by the Pittsburgh Steelers and Highmark here at the 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games, co-presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veterans Affairs. Yellow really needs to take his time here and regroup, re-strategize, and start to get back into the game.
Looks like our coach on the yellow side is having a little difficulty in deciding who he wants to put on the court.
I would wonder to see if everyone's at their 8 minutes or not at this point.
That'd be a great thing to find out. I'd love to know, but unfortunately the table's across the other side, and
we're not near that.
We're not near that. Maybe we can send somebody over there to find out for us.
Find out if they're another 8 minutes, everybody on yellow. We'll send our nice producer.
We'll send our producer over there to find out for us. That's awesome.
That's one of his jobs.
If not, I mean, it's really getting down to crunch time. We got 5 minutes and 33 seconds here. If these guys don't get their time in, it's actually a technical foul. I think the game doesn't count. I don't know how they work that. But,
and you also like to have that, especially with this crunch time period of the fourth quarter, to have your best 4 out there for the last 3 or 4 minutes or so.
It's true. Lindstrom is in the corner with Vixay and Jeremiah. He's got those 2 sidelines as another defender. There's no way he's getting out of there. He's going to have to pass. And Jeremiah with those long arms knocked the ball down.
Vixay hands off
to Severin. Leaving the court, penalty goal on Ryan Lindstrom. That was Vixay pushing him out. That's a low pointer pushing a high pointer. That's impressive. Another contact from Black. That's going to put another Black player in the penalty box. I think that's going to be on Jeremiah Butler.
Yep, that is.
You know better than that, boy. You know better than that.
I didn't know. Yeah, that boy got a good though.
We'll stay with yellow here, 4-on-3.
A lot of our guys here, in a regular game, a coach would know these things and tell our guys on the court that there's been a contact warning already given out. So Jeremiah's saying he didn't know that the contact warning had already been given. So he got the penalty there.
So Jeremiah's the last 8. I think he only has 20%.
Everybody on yellow is all caught up on minutes. There's only one more person that needs it. It's actually Jeremiah Butler here right next to us. Needs 20 more seconds though. And
Lindstrom scores easily, and Jeremiah's back on the court. So his time will be over here at 4:42. We got Jeremiah back inbounding here. Like I was saying earlier, the coach. It's really the coach's responsibility to have those penalties. His team know about those penalties. And there's a big turnover by Black to get yellow back in the game. Joe reaches in. Severin tries to keep the ball, and the ball goes out on him.
And if my mind serves me correctly, when Black had that stretch of turnovers, I think Scott was the first one to make the one mistake, and then the floodgates kind of opened up.
It was. It's really hard sometimes. A rugby player makes a mistake, and he's thinking about the last play and not moving on to the next one. The game is so fast-paced, you can't think about the last play.
De Leon cruises in for the goal, 36-34. And I believe Black wants a timeout here.
Looks like we want subs here.
And it's a good strategy there for Black to call that timeout. They just noticed the turnover, calm everybody down, relax a little bit, and take care of business.
They can get Jeremiah Butler out of the game here. He's got his time. That means they can put Tim Jones back in, Tim Vixay with Todd, and Scott Severin. That's the line that's really been working for them this whole game.
4:46 left to go here in the first half. Josh Arquette and Chris Hall next to me here. Quad Rugby sponsored by Highmark and the Pittsburgh Steelers 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games, co-presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veteran Affairs.
Oh, that's no good. Trying to throw water to my buddy Jeremiah Butler and throwing it at his front casters here. You'd think I'd play quad rugby or something.
2-goal deficit here for yellow, and this is the point where they need to put their best 4 out on the floor too.
Right, and I think that's going to be Lindstrom, Richardson, Gillickson, and Gabe. And it's really going to be a fight to the finish here with the 8 best players back on the court.
Yellow has come from behind once already tonight.
And it really comes down to gas tanks now. Who's got the strength to finish the game? And I've seen Scott pull out some stuff.
A long timeout here, a full one for Black. Still a lot of time left to go here. 4:46 left. Only a 2-goal deficit for yellow.
I was right. It's the best line for Black back out there. We got Tim Vixay, Todd. We got Tim Jones and Scott Severin back out. Look, and yellow's putting the line I called out there too. Joe, Earl, Ryan, and Gabe. Ball comes in, give and go from Tim Vixay to Tim Jones. Tim Jones following Tim Vixay up the sideline. Todd setting a night. Ooh, Lindstrom reaching in the backcourt. Long pass over half to Severin. Severin's got Todd out in front, but he's unlikely to pass.
He's going to want to now. He's doubled.
He's got doubled from Joe.
Hit off
the wheel from Severin. Joe going to set the pick and let Lindstrom chase it.
But look at Severin.
Lindstrom lazily lets the ball roll by. Oh, it was 12 seconds in the backcourt.
Okay.
I'm wondering why Lindstrom did not pick that up.
I was very curious as well.
I was really concerned that Lindstrom was running out of gas and just lazily let that go by, but
because this is a big opportunity here.
And yellow's going to have the ball out here at half court.
It was the backcourt violation.
So Tim Vixay going to seal up here on Joe Gillickson. Ball comes in over top. Oh. no reason to inbound to a low pointer at that point. These guys don't have hands and arms like the high pointers do. It's just not smart.
And what about Lindstrom here on that opportunity? He could have pushed forward and picked up that loose ball and really cruised in for the goal, and now they lose an opportunity.
I think it was a bad decision on his part. I really do. Tim's going to inbound to a low pointer. Back give and go. And look, another loose ball off of a give and go.
But right to Severin.
Severin luckily was there to scoop the ball up and score. Here's the double team on Lindstrom again with Tim Jones and Tim Vixay, but Earl Richardson sets a pick on the backside. And up there goes Lindstrom. He's got one out in front. He's got two out in front. He's going to beat Tim Jones to the corner easily.
Ooh, almost didn't though. Almost got clipped there, but he will get the goal. And I'm really interested to see if Lindstrom would have picked that up and cut it down within one, what we would have now. It could have been
a very missed opportunity there. I hope it wasn't just laziness. Here's another give and go from Tim Jones. Todd. Todd's picking for him. Oh, Tim Jones is gone. Look at this.
Flicks it forward, and he will cruise in for a goal. Gets it back up to a 3-goal lead now.
Joe's got the inbound down low. Look at this. Lindstrom is triple team, and there's nobody else to come get the ball from him. Long pass over top to Lindstrom. Lindstrom is doubled. He needs to get the ball out to Gabe. There's the ball to Joe. Gabe sets the pick for Joe. Earl needs to set the pick on Tim. He doesn't set it.
Oh, head-to-head.
But Joe needs to take his time here and not make a crazy pass while he's across half court.
De Leon
trying to set the pick on the backside. And Joe's really being patient here, which is really smart, waiting for these picks to set up. And then goes to make a dumb pass, and there it is, the turnover.
And this could be it. If they get one here, and it looks like they are, Severin just going to cruise right in. They're going to waste a little bit of time.
Tim Jones just reached up over Gillickson and knocked that ball down, and Severin was there to scoop it up.
39-35, and it looks like Black is going to get a victory here.
I just knew Severin and Vixay combination was going to be too strong. And now Yellow having difficulty getting the ball in, but it looks like we got a give and go from Gillickson to Richardson. Gillickson up the middle, trying to follow his pick, Gabe.
Lindstrom doubled here in the backcourt, and I think he's been doubled for the past
another
3 possessions.
And Joe gets the ball across half court. Now that we're going to have difficulty again because Joe doesn't seem to be getting any picks. Oh, nice out by Lindstrom.
He's been doubled and not really moving the past 2 or 3 offensive times down the floor. That time he finally did move, and a goal there.
I think he's showing some fatigue here.
Gets it in the Severin.
Inbound to Severin.
Oh.
Long pass over top. Todd's going to try and chase it down, but it looks like Gillickson's going to get to him. But a clip from in the back by Tim Jones, and Todd's still not able to recover the ball.
So this is an opportunity again, a turnover here that could give Yellow new life.
Yeah, 3 points with 3 minutes left is asking a lot. Yellow inbounder here on the baseline. Lindstrom down here doubled again.
Lindstrom's going to have to find something to give up the ball.
And he's got his back turned to down court. It's real hard to pass to somebody you can't see.
We're going to throw it forward. Oh.
What? I think we got a timeout. They wasted another 20 seconds there off the clock. That's really useful in recovering, getting them back into this game.
Timeout number 11 on Yellow.
And Lindstrom does get the timeout called. 39-36 stretch run here in the 4th quarter. Josh Ricketta, Chris Hall alongside me. Hi, Mark. And the Pittsburgh Steelers presenting you Quad Rugby here at the 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games.
See, you can tell Ryan is fatigued here. He's not moving. You see Severin on the other end. He's moving constantly, setting up his picks. And Lindstrom is just kind of letting it set here.
It's the body language, too. You can really tell.
His hands are in his lap. His hands are down by his side. He's tired.
See who Gillickson gets the ball out to.
Looks like a give and go with Earl Richardson here. Ooh. Back to Gillickson. Earl sets a nice pick. Gillickson needs to take advantage.
There he goes. Streaking down, De Leon, almost picking his own player. But look there.
Very close to it, over and back here at half court. Gillickson gets it out to Earl Richardson, and he takes advantage.
You don't see too many low point scoring very often.
You don't. And he got lucky to catch it in the front picker part of his chair. That's impressive. Got a double set up quickly on Scott.
They need a turnover.
He's just getting out of there too quickly. Big pass over top to Tim. He's going to chase him down to the goal line.
Nice job there. Oh, Severn makes the catch though, and he's going to back it in.
Some guys you can chase, and other guys you can't.
Scott's one of the guys you can't catch up.
That was called a held ball.
Oh, really?
Joe Gillickson gets his hand on the ball. It's called no goal, and Black will get the ball on the inbound. Very smart play by Gillickson, because that gives Yellow the possession arrow.
Yeah.
If they get a turnover here.
That's a surprising mental lapse there from Scott Severn.
They get the turnover here.
The Yellow might have possession here. Hold on. Oh no,
it'll maintain Black possession. They had the
arrow.
The arrow. So now Yellow has the arrow. They get a held ball here. They get the ball.
They really need to try to get a held ball, or, for that matter, try and create a turnover. They're going to get 15 seconds on the shot clock.
The goal here for Yellow at the end is to get a good turnover, get a held ball, get the ball, get back-to-back points, and get right back in this game.
Severn with it.
Now you know you got the arrow. You reach and you get a goofy foul, and it's no good.
This would be an instance for Black to try and really hold out and let that 40 seconds.
Let the clock run down. Yeah, they've got the full 40 back again. It's a reset on the shot clock, so Severn's going to waste the whole shot clock and try and get a penalty goal.
39-37. Our player of the game here this evening, sponsored by Highmark and the Pittsburgh Steelers, is going to go to Timothy Vixay as the player of the game. Vixay, a very good game this evening.
Great game, great picks. It really wouldn't have happened for Scott Severn without him. I really think Yellow should be going for the reach here. I understand that they've already got one guy in the penalty box, but they've got the arrow in their favor. They need to stop running the clock down here.
And Severn puts that one in, 40-37 now, 1:18
They really should have had somebody else inbound and let Joe be up high. There was nobody up here covering him. We get De Leon in the inbound down here, get him a good bump over top to Joe. That's a quick goal.
It's something I haven't seen all evening long with anybody that's been in the box.
Right, yeah. I mean, these are things, mental lapses that really make a difference in the game.
That's really what's handed Black the victory. A well thought out game.
There's a good push by Lindstrom. He's going to wait for the pick from Earl. Nope, he's going to take him to the corner and challenge the cone. That's a real dangerous thing to do, challenge the cone, when you got some big guy coming in there. You hit that cone, it's not a goal.
40-38, still time. I mean, 1:02 left. I know there's not, it's not likely, but a couple turnovers.
Earl Richardson trying to set the double down low, but Vixay lets Severn free. Another pick by Todd. De Leon's going to be too slow for that. Tim Jones is going to seal the outside against Joe Gillickson, and Severn's going to roll right in.
And does get the goal, 41-38.
I think Yellow's seeing the writing on the wall here and really starting to shut down.
Well, that's going to make a big matchup for you tomorrow, facing Gold really to get in that championship game.
Yeah, we've got to take it to Gold to make it to the championship, so we're hoping for the best tomorrow.
Have you learned anything about Gold here watching them today?
I have. If we can shut down their main guys that are out there right now and get them worn out, get them tired, I think we've really got a good chance.
You've kind of seen that from Lindstrom. He seems very gassed here in the fourth quarter.
He does.
He is a great player, though. He'll be tough to stop.
Great player.
23 seconds left to go here.
It's real hard when you're trying to work out those doubles all day long. They give you enough respect to double you the whole game, and then you've got to try and work your way out of it.
Kemery with it.
They're going to take some time here. We got 11 seconds left on the clock. Take their time.
Shot clock's off.
The crazy pass from Kemery to Severn. I really probably wouldn't have done that myself. But looks like we got a jump ball, and Yellow's going to get the ball back. 1 second left on the clock.
Yeah, that is going to do it. 41-38. Black is going to get the victory over Yellow. Chris, how about some final thoughts here on the victory for Black?
You know, Black is just a dominant team this year. They've got two real great high pointers in Tim Jones and Scott Severin. Great low pointers in Tim Vixay and Rob. Their other two guys that are on the bench aren't a big liability, so they can put them out there without really losing too many points. And in the end, that's what it was all about, turnovers.
Chris, thank you very much. Stay